Hey, what's up YouTube? This is Car Addict, and today the mount goes on the car. Let's get the car in the air and throw the mount on. It is sure nice to be on a floor though, where the jack rolls under the car as you come up, instead of the jack being stuck in place on a rough driveway and pulls the car. Because the jack stands don't do that on the first side you put in the air. I have no idea what I'm going to need, but I know to get the pan off, Phillips flathead. 6 of these clips are little cord return locks. Two of these in the middle. And 2 Phillips screws in the front corner. And then the pan just goes towards the back of the car, comes off. This looks like one of the easiest things in the world. Get a shop light under here though. I'm sure I could have gotten away with just the fluorescent, but I decided since it's 30-something degrees, bring out the 500 watt heater. Doing its job. Alright, so you can see the factory mount. It looks like you just got the one bolt coming through this way. And then, if I can get the light in there, you see that point? That's the bolt. You can see the head right there going up through. So this should be very easy. I'm going to guess 19. It's pretty common. A beefy bolt on a Honda. Let's see. Alright, so I did run into not necessarily a problem, but that 10mm, I think it's 10, let's see. Yeah, okay. That comes out. It looks like there's enough play. Maybe those will have to come out. But to get this just low enough to slip the socket and the ratchet in there, you could get to an open end, but then you can't really torque it. So and then this right here, they down, or the front pipe's in the way, but it looks like there might be enough flex to get an extension on it. I think there is. With the camera there, it's kind of taking up my view. I'll try to blindly, or half blindly, get these clips out real quick. I hate these clips in an area where they are subject to dust and stuff. They get all bound up with dirt. It makes them a pain in the A to get off. That wasn't very bad, actually. Huh. Not bad at all. Some of the ones in the fender liner, I pulled them out and they're caked. And it was so tough to get them out. That wasn't bad. That one was a little worse. That's not gonna work. Alright, so that's pretty genius. You can see the slot right here in this bracket on this side. This side it's captured all the way, but you can't get the bolt out. And you can't flex that enough, but you don't need to, because you can leave the bolt right there and drop it out of the slot while it's inside of that bushing. Way to go, Honda. That is awesome. Now let's go for the other end, which is going to be worse because I don't want to take too much of this crap off because it's just, I don't really want to. Let's see what happens here. Alright, I don't want to fight with the liner. There we go. Okay, I had a little problem with my GoPro, so I did skip a little bit. But I had wedged this so that I could fit the ratchet and socket into there without having to remove this, but I can't get the bolt far enough to pull this part of the mount because the bolt is still part of the way in that sleeve. So now I need to take this down a little further, and instead of fighting the front, which it looks like there's these two clips as well, I mean the whole thing comes up here. So instead of screwing with that, on the back it looks like there is one, two, three, four 10mm, and then for the wheel well back here, you're looking at the rear of the wheel well. There's the tire right there. Looks like 2 clips, 4 more bolts, and we'll have that back dropped off, and it should hang low enough. Oh, nothing like taking a clip off in the dark where you barely can fit your face. There we go. Now that's out. Okay, so I pulled the mount that way as far as it can go, basically, and then try to pry it down out of there. Pull that back a little bit towards me. I'm just waiting to bust my damn knuckles. You can put the screwdriver from the back of this into that hole, into the sleeve, not all the way through, but about this far, and pry, and it'll put pressure on this subframe right here. That part will push against the sleeve and pop this the rest of the way out. And now let's try to slide this up in there. My light might help me out a little bit. See what the hell's going on. Use the old mount to put in the new mount. How nice. Might as well put the right bolt back in the right spot, right? Might help. I was wondering how the hell it was only grabbing a few threads. Alright, and supposedly 69 foot-pounds is the magic number. Alright. Keep forgetting they're not the same size. Alright, so now I'm just going to put this plastic shield back up. Put this panel back on. Alright, I turned the camera off because you took this stuff off and you can put it on. And then I just kind of make a note about something real quick. I'll show you on this one. So, obviously there's the shoulder on this bolt, and there's that hole. Now, got a lot of room, and then the big flanged head can actually hold the plastic, but it's got a lot of room of adjustment. The ones back there are like hard against one. Man, it's hard to hold the camera, my fingers are so cold. It was hard against one area on all four, and it's really hard to get them started without getting them cross-threaded, so just be careful. I had to put the box end wrench on it and then push with my finger to hold it up in there and kind of keep it straight, perpendicular to the hole, while I turn the wrench to try to find the right thread. So it probably be very easy to accidentally cross-thread those four on this car. I don't know why this piece seems like it's all the way that way. I don't know. It is absolutely freezing cold, so maybe this plastic piece expands when it's warm, and it would make it easier if it wasn't 28 degrees outside or something like that. But, okay, now I'm going to shut the camera off and finish the reassembly. Alright, so I'm getting ready to put the car back on the ground, and I guess I was wrong. It's not in the 20s. It's a whopping 30 degrees. But I think laying on the concrete might feel colder.